Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Guys, there is something I want you to know, right? Guys, I respect my viewers and subscribers so much. You see, any viewer, any one of my viewer who takes the time to write in my comment section, I am the one blogger who will always respond to whatever you wrote. Personally, I designate about 2 or 3 hours out of my 24 hours to just simply responding to comments in my comment section. Why? Because I think that if you can take the time to write a comment, it is my duty to read it and to respond. Some of you, depends on what you wrote, I may just give it a like if it doesn't require a response, because not all of the comments on my comment section will require a response. I'll give a like, but I give a love and a thumbs up to every single comment in my comment section, and there are some which give a full sum. Some of my viewers give full sum responses, and to those I normally return the favor and give a fulsome response where required. Because it is my duty to communicate with you and to interact with you as much as possible because we are family. So guys, feel free to make a comment. I'll always respond and you will hear from me personally, okay? Anyway, guys, a very significant incident happened in the St. Catherine courts on Monday. That's December 2nd. Most of you who are tuned into Jamaican news would have remembered the little girl Danielle Rowe, 8-year-old Danielle Rowe, who was kidnapped from the Brayton Primary and Infant School back in June of last year, who had her throat slit and died 2 days later in the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Then again, who could have forgotten that case? And for those of you, my foreign viewers and subscribers who might not know of the case, just Google Danielle Rowe, DanielleRowe, and catch yourself up on exactly the details, because I don't want to go into those details now. But in a nutshell, 8-year-old Danielle Rowe had been kidnapped one afternoon by the ex-girlfriend of her father. So, more or less, her former stepmother. This BEACH took her for a meal, and after giving her a meal, took her up to Roosevelt Avenue, which is close to the National Stadium, and slit her throat and left her for dead. And of course, the mortally wounded child died 2 days later. Now, it caused an outrage in Jamaica, a really severe outrage. And the culprit was eventually found. It turned out to be a woman named Kayodi Satchell. Now, this individual, Kayodi Satchell, she eventually confessed to the murder, right? Anyway, she had been convicted about 2 or 3 weeks ago and went to court on Monday for, that's December 2nd, for sentencing. But because of the long series of mitigation that her lawyer was putting forward, it caused a delay in time, and because of the time factor, it has now been put off again, and the sentencing is to be done on the 20th of December. Now, my reason for really bringing up this issue is because sometimes we have to learn from situations. And as I said, on this channel, you come here to learn. You must leave with, if you want empowerment, and knowledge is power, then coming on this channel, you will be more richer in empowerment than before you came. You see, guys, Kayodi Satchell took up this man. I hear he's a policeman. I hear he's a corporal. Some say he's a sergeant. I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, this is the second postponement because it was postponed. Sentencing was postponed until December 2nd. Then it is now postponed again until the 20th. Now, guys, the first red flag was that Kayodi Satchell knew that in his previous relationship he was beating the mother of Danielle Rowe. So she saw that red flag and she still keep the man while he was with Danielle Rowe's mother. Once a woman beater, always a woman beater. Ladies, that is something that you need to learn. Next thing, he was not supporting Danielle Rowe. Even though he was the father, he did very little for his child. The child's mother said that. And he himself even admitted that due to the relationship between he and the mother, he was very tardy in giving financial support to his child. And yet, she, Kayodi, took up this man, kept him, went through troubles with him while he was seeing other women at the time. Eventually, she got fed up and decided to move on with her life. And it's when she decided to move on with her life that he sent her a text. Say, if you know what good for you, you got to test yourself for HIV. For you foreigners, it's like this. If you know what's good for you, go and get tested for HIV. When she went and got tested, she realized that she was actually also HIV positive. In other words, this was this disgusting man's clapback at her to knowingly be HIV positive and then go and actually transmit it to her, or being careless with his sexual contacts with her and pass it on to her. At the same time that she realized she was HIV positive, she also realized that she was pregnant. And of course, she wasn't just recently pregnant, she was pregnant like she was in the second trimester, which means that she was up to about maybe in its 6th month. So she was far gone. So what did she do? She went in and she terminated the pregnancy. So here is this woman now. Alone, no, I'm not mitigating, I'm not doing mitigation for her, but I'm just telling you what happened. Because in truth and in fact, there is no excuse on the face of this earth for killing an innocent child. So here was this woman now, without a relationship, without a child that she so badly needed, and with a death sentence from a deadly virus hanging over her head. Now, these were the things that pushed her over the edge because she became so mentally incapable that she actually lost her job. She couldn't do her work. And her job was a fairly demanding job because she was a dental assistant. That means she would have to be there dealing with certain things in the dental lab and in the surgery and all of that. And she was just incapable of doing it. So her entire life had gone to pieces. Then there was the food bill, then there was the rent man. I mean, a lot of things was going on with her. All because of this man. According to her, I'm just saying according to her, which I can understand, she missed her baby so much because she wanted that child. But of course, because she and the father in the situation, and then because she didn't maybe want the baby to bond with the HIV to transfer it to the child and all of that, she decided to abort. But things got so bad with her and her mental state got so bad that she decided, well, here is what now, a picnic for picnic. Because sake of you, me lose my baby, or I couldn't carry my baby that I wanted. So me can't be here yearning for the loss and grieving over the loss of my baby. and then your baby a walk free. Now, I'm just saying that's how she was processing things. And with that level, or that in that really morbid mental state, she went and picked up the little girl. Now, the little girl knew her, and I suppose she had gone once or twice and picked up the little girl. So, quite easily, the child would have gone with her. And as I said before, I'm not doing mitigation. But when she took the child from St. Catherine into Kingston and took the child to Burger King, I hear, and she and the child had a meal on Old Hope Road. So she was there embracing the child and there with her, and poor little Danielle felt so comfortable because this was somebody she knew. Well, I don't know what happened in the few minutes in the space of time between going to that restaurant, enjoying a meal, and leaving to the time when she decided, hey, I'm really gonna do this. I'm really gonna do this. And she eventually did it and ran away. In her mind, she was saying, all right, me lose a picnic, you lose a picnic, now we equal. It also came out in court that she had made several attempts at getting the Danielle Rowe's father to be prosecuted for infecting her with the virus. She said that she even had a meeting with the superintendent in charge of the Halfway Tree police station where he had been stationed. And every attempt she made had been rebuffed. I suppose the father now had used his influence, whatever influence he had, to have the matter dropped and done away with at every turn that she tried. And of course, the man was actually jeering her. It came out in court that he sent several voice notes and text messages to her phone jeering her and telling her that there's nothing she can do about it. As I said before, I'm not taking up for her, but we need to understand how the picnic get her death, and that the father does share some responsibility for what happened because he exacerbated the situation by giving her the virus and not paying her dog mind, losing her child, having been beaten by him on several occasions, and not anybody listening to her nowhere around. He does share some blame. Not only that, to this blessed day, the man has not been prosecuted for infecting her, and God knows how many women he has gone on to infect since. God knows how many women he has gone on to beat and manipulate and hurt since then. You know, it is just a pity that these adults played such stupid games which resulted in the loss of a child. Now, I have searched everywhere to find the name of the father, and all I Google, I can't find it anymore. Everything regarding his name has been removed from the internet. I know it was there in last year, but I had not saved the name, and now it seems that it just cannot be found. So somebody is protecting that man through everything. Guys, I'll be following up on this case, and if anything new comes out that you have to know about on the 20th of December, I will keep you informed. Thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.